Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Generational Wrestling Podcast. As always, it's yours truly, the 28-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. Here's the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King 2 Gold in the building. Bro, what's going on?
Man, what's going on, man? It's a casino battle royale, man, to face the number one contender, John Moxley, in the main event, which we're watching right now. But we're gonna talk about this match. Man, the casino battle royale, man. We saw some things happen in this thing. We saw Isaiah Scott, or Strickland, I should say, uh kind of turn the tables on Keith Lee and Darby Allin. Kind of show a little bit of a heel turn ish kind
Yeah.
of thing. Uh, Other than that, of course, man, we got the Acclaim coming out doing what they do best. Got the crowd singing "Ass Boys." Other than that, man, it was a pretty eventful battle royal. Like I said, Colorado came out with the victory at the end. I thought maybe Andrade was gonna get it, but it ended up being Colorado. What you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, when Andrade came back, I don't know why I was not expecting Andrade to come out as a Joker. That didn't even cross my mind. But like you said, man, you seen several different seeds being planted for several different possible matches. Like you said, the whole Swerve Strickland thing with Keith Lee, as well as Darby Allin. I'm not mad at that at all. I was surprised that Kyle O'Reilly ended up getting the victory, but it is cool, man, to see, AEW and Tony Khan going in the direction of somebody other than the usual suspect. So, hey, man, look, we're getting a hard hitting match right now with Mox and O'Reilly. So, not bad at all. Not bad. Your boy Penta showed out. He did his damn thing. The Ass Boys came out. They tried to do what they could do.
Right, Felix.
Hey, really quick, man. Hey, I saw for the last 3 years, I've been trying to figure out who the hell Max Caster looked like. And I don't know why it took so long to hit me, but it hit me, man. My boy looked like Russell Wilson.
Yeah, like he wrestled with little brother.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
little Max Wilson. I'm like, man, look,
You stupid.
Millie,
Man. You stupid. Next up, man, we got Moxley. Of course, he cut a promo,
yeah,
letting him be known he was gonna whoop ass, and he is the forbidden door. Then of course, man, we got the new mid card championship.
yeah,
AEW has come together and they have put together the official mid card championship, which I'm not mad about. It's the Mid Atlantic Championship, which covers all the cities that or all the countries that are surrounding the Atlantic Sea, which I like it. It's their intercontinental championship, but it makes sense. And to kick this thing off, they got representatives of those countries, some of those countries, in this 4-man tournament. Uh, in which he kicked off with Pac versus Buddy Matthews, which man, I know you told me about this match, but I didn't realize this is what the match was for. So really good match, hard hitting. I love these two guys' style just for what they bring. I figured you really liked this match because there was a battle of the short and stocky. So I knew this was really your shit. But no, other than that, man, it was really a really good match. Pat came out with the victory. He's gonna end up going up against the winner of Miro and Ethan Page,
yeah.
which that's gonna be something. Bro, what you think?
And yeah, man, really, really good match. Initially, I was led to believe that it was going to start off tonight, but seeing that they started off with the casino battle royale and the rest of the way the card went down, it really made sense. And then, like you said, I didn't even know when they announced this match that it was going to be for this new championship. Which, by the way, every belt in AEW looks so nice, man. It reminded me when WWE used to have nice belts once upon a time, but
Mm.
you know.
Well, they actually put some design to it, man. It looks like a championship belt, not just the logo of the company,
Yeah,
which all WWE, except for the tag team titles. Every title is the logo of the company except for those.
And my only thing is, you've been teasing these trios titles, and I was kind of hoping like, damn, all right, like that'd be the next title we get. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, you give the guys something else to fight for. But of course, with that being said, the women they gonna be peeking around the corner. We gonna need to get something else for the women as well. So, but no, not a bad title, and I like the concept. I like the concept of it, and they got the people representing their different countries and stuff like that. So I thought that was a cool little twist on it.
Honestly, believe it or not, if you're gonna bring the women another championship, you bring them the tag team. Um, maybe
That's
that,
what I was thinking.
maybe it as John Moxley just picked up the victory over Kyle O'Reilly. But if you're gonna bring another women's championship, it would be it would be a women's tag team. I feel like that would be the best thing you do. Again, it's all about Tony giving the women enough time to build something, but I'm pretty sure you got enough women within that company that
Yeah,
you can do something with. It won't be like the men's side, of course, obviously, but it can be built up to something, man. So that's pretty awesome. Next up, man, we got Eddie Kingston cutting a promo, basically letting me know, man, he wants Jake Hager. He still hates Jericho. He still hates Daniel Garcia, but he wants Hager on Rampage. Then we got Trent Beretta cutting a promo saying that they want a rematch. Him and Rocco want a rematch for the FTR championships, which I totally get. But and then we got the surprise was the FTR came out and they said, we don't have a problem with it, but you need to take it up with the guys that jumped us. And then lo and behold, we get the United Empire from New Japan, but we don't get the guys that came out that jumped them. We
yeah,
get Will Ospreay of
yes,
all
sir.
people to come
Yeah,
out, and it's like, damn, all right, Will Ospreay, yeah, New Japan wouldn't play it, man. These guys
right,
are
right.
coming in, they are here. This is for real. This is going down. This is going down. This is legit. So then, of course, they come down. The United Empire basically just whoop everybody ass and walked out. But what you think, man?
Hey, yeah, dude. I did that was a cool little inflection of talent. Because I was expecting, what I saw last week, with Jeff Cobb and all them, and then I was like, oh shit, wait, what? Oh damn, Will Ospreay. That okay. Well, I'm not mad at that. Didn't see that one coming, but yo, hey, look, they said, today was gonna be the start of the build to the Road to the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. And
I,
I
yeah,
feel
they
like
did that.
I feel like they did just enough. I feel like we got enough New Japan faces. I feel like we got enough Forbidden Door faces in tonight. But I feel like it didn't take nothing away from the AEW stars. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel like it overshadowed anything. I feel like it was a nice little accented touch, if you will.
Yeah, yeah, just a nice little subtle way to say that you got something planned coming up for the pay per view. So
Yeah,
I'm not mad at it. Planting the seeds. We always say plant the seeds, watch it
fantasy.
grow.
Yes.
Uh, Colorado cut a promo, of course, ahead of the main event. Then we got David Finlay, son of Fit
Bit
Finlay,
friendly.
going up against Adam Page. I gotta be honest, man. Probably the least interesting match or second least interesting match of the night. It was cool. It was okay.
Yeah.
But it felt more like a filler. It really felt more
Yeah.
like a filler
Yeah.
match to me. Page picked up the victory, then he gave a little speech about what he was going to do, and then Adam Cole cut him off and reminded him that it's not about him anymore. It's about Adam Cole, baby. Then of course, man, we got Thunder Rosa. We saw that she issued an open challenge, and
Yeah.
Marina Shafir, she stepped up and took the challenge. We got Warlow coming out, man, and him saying he asked not to be in
Yeah.
the Casino Border Battle Royale, which I'm okay with. When he wants his opportunity to beat CM Punk, he wants to beat a healthy CM Punk. Okay, but until then, there's another championship that's eluded him, and it
Yeah.
eluded him about a month ago when MJF screwed him out of that title opportunity. So he wants that title opportunity again. So we're getting the setup, but obviously we got the setup for Scorpio Sky versus Warlow for that TNT championship. But after that, man, we got Mark Sterling letting us know that it's going to be 20 security guards against Warlow or go to court. So we're about to watch Warlow beat 20 superstars in an elimination style match, but 20 security guards. That's gonna be interesting in itself. Uh, what did you think of that, man? Before I move on,
Mark Sterling is a motherfucker. You know, I'm just like, at what point will you or the security guards learn? Security and Warlow, that shit is like oil and water. It don't mix. It don't go well for the security guards. So it's like, dude, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna probably have it like a one-on-one style, which that ain't gonna work. If 20 on one can't beat them up at one time, how the hell is 21 on one's gonna work? But I don't know. You know, but this is the entertainment side of AEW. We get on
Mhm.
WWE about it. This is AEW's WWE shit that they doing right now. But you understand it for what it is. It's just to make Warlow look dominant like he always been. So you know, I'm not too worried about it.
I ain't never seen the wrath of security guards like this before, man. I gotta admit, this is something new, man. I've never seen this before, man. I never the security. You may know how long security guards, man. These supposed security guards been getting their ass whooped in wrestling, and now,
Since the
and
dawn of
now all of a sudden, now all of a sudden they tired of it. They tired now, boss. They don't want to. They don't want to take no more now, boss.
hey,
Now they
hey,
want to
hey,
stand up for
hey,
themselves.
bro, it's 2022. It's the year of the security guard.
It's a year of the security guard. All right, I guess so. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's what made me chuckle at this a little bit. But it's
Yeah,
like, but I know I'm gonna watch it because
right, 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 right,
it's going. He gonna tear the hell out of some of these people. But it is what it is, man. Uh, then next up, man. Of course, after that, man, we got the Young Bucks now.
yeah,
Man, I know we've been saying
yeah.
that something's up with Christian. Christian's planting the seeds for something. He's up to something. And
Mhm.
it started off with being the Young Bucks in their trailer, as they're always in, and it was the Hardy Boys walking in, reminding them that you don't get a title shot because we beat you.
Right.
So if anybody, we get the title shot. And then of course Jurassic Express walking in with Christian, and Christian says, "Man, let's do something that made you famous, made us famous, and that can make them famous." Let's have a triple threat. What's going on, Lonnie? Let's have a triple threat
What up, Lonnie? What
ladder
up, man?
match for the AEW championships, for AEW tag team championships next week. So
Right.
we went from having a triple threat match at the pay per view to getting a triple threat ladder match with the Hardy Boys, Jurassic Express, and the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
uh,
It's wild. It's gonna be a wild match.
okay, I gotta tip my hat off to Tony. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see that coming. Like bow right here. Here you go. Hey y'all, triple threat ladder match for the eight for the tag team championship. Boom, right here in your
Right,
face.
right.
Damn, I was not ready for that.
Mhm.
That kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, wow, Tony, really? This ain't gonna be on the pay per view. Like
Right,
I would
right,
have thought
right.
this would have made the pay per view, but it didn't. So yeah, talk to the people, man, because I'm kind of speechless about
Nah,
this one.
nah. So my thing is, I don't know if it's me, bro, but it seemed like, damn, dude, Jeff Hardy doing more ladder matches in this 6 months of AEW than he did his last 10 years of
Yeah, I
WWE.
don't
I don't
know.
know, man. Hey, but look, I'm excited. I know we said the Hardys and the Young Bucks. All right, after they had their last match, like, all right, maybe they done. It is what it is, but
Right.
I don't know what it was about tonight, man. Just the thought of seeing Christian and the Hardy Boys in this. I mean, I know Christian ain't not gonna be a part of the match, but just the thought of what they did some 20 years ago and the ladder match and the TLC matches, and now we're gonna get the Hardy Boys again 20 plus years later, going against the Young Bucks, the baby Hardys against Jurassic Express, because Jungle Boy gonna do something crazy. I'm pretty sure Luchasaurus big ass gonna do some wild stuff that we're not gonna expect. Yo, like you say, and then this for to be on a TV, not even a pay per view, a TV, like this match is gonna be nuts. So hey, bro, I'm ready. I'm ready. Like you said, like if this is gonna be that Hardy's last hurrah, hey yo, I'm about to enjoy this.
I can tell you one thing, folks. We definitely will be on for the start of this match,
Yeah,
beginning or the end. This is either starting the show or it's going to finish the show. We will be on for this ladder match. That's for damn sure.
yes,
Uh,
sir.
Next up, man, the worst match of the night. Marina Shafir. Let me be honest. I wasn't a fan of her in NXT. I'm not a fan of her now in AEW. Uh,
Yeah,
if they teasing Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm more fine with that than anything else that happened in this match. Uh, Next up, and then of course Jay Cargill and the Baddies cut a promo. We're gonna get Red Velvet versus Statliner again, which I'm be honest, I don't even care for this match. Like, yeah, it's not that important. I'd rather it been Anna Jay versus I'd rather it been Anna Jay versus what's her name, but Athena already fought Kara Hogan, so or it could have been Anna Jay. It could have been Anna Jay versus Red Velvet. I mean, that would have been different, but it is what it is. Uh, so then on Rampage this Friday, we got, of course, like I said, Riva versus Statlander. We got Kingston versus Hager. We
yeah,
got FTR going up against the United Empire, Will Ospreay and Ozzy. I can't remember the other guy's name. I'm not familiar with who he is. But the United Empire is going to team. They're going to debut on Dynamite this Friday, so that's
yeah.
going to be something there. And then of course, man, Hook and Danhausen are going to make it. They're going to say something on TV. I don't know what they're going to say, but they're going to say something.
What up,
Uh,
bro?
what up, Fro, man? And then he says, man, can they be replacing the TNT channel with the Atlantic one? If not, too many titles. Thought they were going to introduce the trios ones. We thought the same
Yeah, we
thing
thought the
too,
same too. Yeah,
but honestly, I think is it a bit too much? It could be said that. But I think back to WCW. What did they have? They had the WCW. They had the heavyweight championship. They had the United States championship. They had the TV championship. They had the uh, tag team championships. They had the cruiserweight championships. So it was like, they had enough. They had enough championships, and they somehow made it all work. I think they can make it work, and I think the reason why we're so down on so many titles is because we're used to WWE not making titles important.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I feel like the TV championship is going to be what I always felt it should have been, and that's more of the rising star title. That's the
hmm
title for the people that that are more of the people that you want to get on TV. You want people to see more of, and like it did for Darby Allin, like it did for Sammy, like it did for other people that
right.
really got them over. I always felt that's what the TNT and the TBS championships are. They just happen to come out with those first
Yeah,
before this one. This one, you could tell it was going to take a little time, the design, everything about it. It's their Intercontinental Championship, which is okay. It represents the country within the Atlantic that watch AEW and the AEW are in the homes of. So I get it. It may be a bit much, but with the amount of talent you got, you gotta have something for these guys to really go after. So the question is going to be, are they going to all feel important in their represent roles? We know what this championship is going to be. It's going to be a mid card title. The TNT championship is going to be the TNT championship. Now you say, well, if they're going to bring the trios championship down, that's a lot. But honestly, with AEW, I don't know. Maybe something will shift. Maybe they're not bringing the trios championship. Maybe they'll just work with what they have and having a mid card, mid Atlantic championship and just having a tag team championship. So that way, that kind of you always got that one good single star, and then you got your great tag team, and maybe you just go with a faction that way. Uh, but if we'll wait and see. But I maybe this is the replacement for it for the time being.
mm. Yeah. I mean, I think my thing is this too. Like you said, I agree with you. I think a lot of people, especially with WWE being like the main show for the last 20 years, you see,
Right.
like you seen how they made only the world titles really feel important. And then recently, now the women's title, once they got rid of the Divas title and we got the women's championships back, they made that feel important minus the women's tag titles. Then you see how prestigious the IC title was in WWE for so long, and then they completely devalued that. The United States, they devalued that. And then you see, all right, here go Tony Khan, because when AEW first started out, they only had the two titles. They had the men's title and the women's title. And I think they had the tag titles
Yeah,
as
the
well.
tag team. Yeah, the tag
Yeah.
team. But that was it.
But,
You had the
but that,
tag
that, that
team,
was it.
and
But
then it
then
was the TNT. Looked like a couple of months afterwards.
But you gotta also remember too was back then, their roster was way smaller and it wasn't as consistent as it is now. You had people
That's
coming and
true.
going and coming and going and coming and going. So, them only having 3 titles at that time made sense. But now, we joke about AEW signing everybody kind of like WWE is doing or was doing, kind of like Impact or TNA at the time did, just signing everybody. But I think if you're gonna sign all these people, what's the one thing we said? We said, hey, look, man, don't sign all these people, have them sitting in catering doing what they was doing in the other company. So if this title or these titles are a way to keep people on TV and to keep them chasing and having something to go after without necessarily putting them in the main title picture, I'm cool with that. But again, I can understand how it can get a little crowded.
And it will seem that way. We're not saying it won't seem that way. Even if you agree or don't agree, it will seem like, man, Tony kind of don't. Tony, it seems like maybe they don't know exactly what they're doing, in a particular story or whatnot. But for the most part, I think you're just gonna get more of that more sports based wrestling than the entertainment of it. So you'll have guys willing to put up championship title defenses for a couple of weeks, or you'll just have something where the talent is just there and you can build your name. Again, I'm not looking at AEW as being this place where where everybody's going to spend all their time. A lot of the names that are coming out, I'm gonna be honest. I can see quite a few of them signing to WWE or signing back to WWE after a couple
Yeah,
of years. Let
yeah,
them build their worth up. They're gonna everyone look. Cody Rhodes, he started it. He followed the suit. Go build your. I mean, he didn't follow. I mean, there were other guys, AJ Styles and others
yeah,
that done it,
yeah,
but Cody being the most notable outside of Styles for a guy that Styles is different because he'd never been to WWE. So it was
yeah,
different when he showed up. But for Cody to have been in WWE, had some success, had some failures, left, reinvented himself, helped create a wrestling company, helped build that up, and then went back. Yeah, I can see something like that happening with quite a few of them. It's gonna take some time, and you need something for them to fight, man. So we'll see, man. But let's finish the rest of this off, man. So that was the Rampage for this week, and of course, like we said, next week, man, we got Jericho versus Ortiz, hair for hair. We got Ethan Page going up against Miro for that All Atlantic Championship tournament. Then, of course, man, we got the triple threat ladder match. Jurassic Express, the Hardy Boys, the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team Championships. That's gonna be crazy. Once again, whenever the match comes on, we are going live. Period. And then after that, man, we got Kyle O'Reilly versus John Moxley, which was a pretty good match. Kyle to go through the battle royal like he did, but then still put up a fight for John Moxley, not really make it easy for him. I thought it was a good match, but I think we all kind of saw Moxley was going. He was going to be in the finals to see who's going to the Forbidden Door to
yeah.
become the interim AEW championship.
Right.
So but with the names that they're mentioning and all the, hey man, this is, and we don't even know who New Japan's uh we know we don't even know who their people are for the Mid Atlantic Championship, let alone everybody who's gonna I know it's gonna be Okada, but still you never know how things change, man. So with
Yeah,
with the
boy.
Forbidden Door being built
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
this was the official week. Well, last week was kind of that, but we got a little bit more this week to
Mm-hmm.
where hey man, they're planting the seeds for this pay-per-view that's going to be coming on in a couple of weeks. So I can't wait for it. Gonna be on vacation. Gonna definitely be able to sit and enjoy it and rest and recuperate afterwards. But
Absolutely.
other than that, man, that's give me your thoughts for the match, man. But other than that, man, that's the show for the night.
I mean, Mox won. I called it. I did call it. It was against Kyle O'Reilly, and okay, okay. You go ahead and win that, Mox. Although I do wish it was somebody else that won and not Mox twice. But then again, I gotta remember when Mox won it, he was a pandemic champion. He really didn't have the chance to be the
Yeah,
world champion in front of a crowd, which to me,
yeah.
he did the best he could do in that situation. So you know what? I'm gonna give that a pass. I'm not gonna look too much into that when it with him getting it a second time or having a chance to get it a second time right now. But other than that, hey, I mean, really, I will say I am slightly kind of getting confused by the rankings. When AEW first came out, the ranking system, it's like, okay, I get it, because we were so used to WWE and their fucking 50-50 invisible booking. You
Hmm.
really didn't know why or who was in the title shot. You just know they were there just because. With AEW, there was kind of a structure and a streamlined system at first, and then they were like, all right, well, Mox is the number one contender. It's like, how? But whatever.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you got to think about it, and I always say this. Um, though you can pick up wins on on Evolution and Dark, it's really about on Dynamite. Like I feel like your wins on Dynamite validate more than anything. So not to say that your wins on Dark, because we saw what happened with Britt Baker. She went on a win streak on
Hell
Dark
yeah.
and Elevation,
Yeah.
and she built herself back into the rankings to become the number one contender to the women's championship and then win the championship. So I not to say that Moxley is on there wrestling, but Moxley has been winning a lot. He's been getting a lot of pins. Yeah, a lot more for tag teams and some singles, but it's still wrestling. Okay, you still got it has a ranking system, but it still has story. It still has storylines. It still has who we're gonna put, what we're gonna do. And I think honestly, it's a little bit of that, and it's a little bit of it's a little bit of shuffle because with injuries and other stuff, you kind of got to switch things up a little bit. So we always know who the players are going to be. But to say that we'll just see the same people all the time, I won't say that because we do see different people come up in the rankings and get title opportunities, regardless if they win or not. But we do see different people come up and get opportunities. So, like I said, it's not perfect. I would never say the AEW's ranking system was perfect because it's not. But uh, honestly, it's the best way to make wins feel important. Um, when you actually see people win and then you see them get opportunities. Where in WWE, you see people lose and lose and lose and lose, and somehow they get a title opportunity, and it's like, all right, okay, okay, all right,
Right.
that's what y'all gonna do. All right, cool. But other than that, man, ladies and gentlemen, man, we went about almost 30 minutes of show. Uh, like I said, man, Friday's gonna be something. We got SmackDown, we got Rampage. Tomorrow, we are not. You know what? I don't know. I'm not gonna say we're not gonna do nothing. I know we were doing our Evil Thursday series, well, but that kind of ended. So we gonna figure out something. Just turn on the notifications. You see the notification. You see we came on live. You know we got something to talk about. But other than that, oh no. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. How you gonna let me trip? How you gonna let me forget, man?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to say, how you gonna let me forget? How you gonna let me forget? Like, wait a minute, hold on, no. We got something to do tomorrow, Thursday. So we got something very important to do tomorrow. Let me reinstate that. Let me start over. Ignore the last thing I said. Let me start over, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow at 4 p.m., your boys would be interviewing who should be a Hall of Famer in the WWE, who is a TNA Hall of Famer and a Knockouts champion, and just one of the best women in wrestling for the past 20 years, Gail Kim. We will be
Yeah.
sitting down talking with Gail Kim tomorrow. So that's what we got for you tomorrow. I'm like, oh no, we got something for you. How can I forget? I am so sorry.
You got
We got
Gail.
Gail Kim. We got Gail
Got
Kim for y'all
Gail.
tomorrow, y'all. So we gonna sit, we gonna talk with Gail Kim, get ready for Slammiversary. Talk a little bit about that, what's going on with that. And see what's going on in Gail's world a little bit. But then of course Friday, man, that's SmackDown, that's Rampage, and then yeah, man, we'll I guess we'll see you Sunday. We gotta get back to our shooting to the hips. So we gotta see what happens with Slammiversary. So we gotta talk a little bit about that. So we're gonna talk about that, and then we'll go from there. But tomorrow, set your reminders. 4 o'clock. It's going down. It's going down. Gail Kim. That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once
Oh,
again
man,
for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. As always, man, it's an honor and a privilege to do this thing with my brother from another mother. Yo, Kimberly, Lonnie, Leo, Joe, call me Mr.
Fro.
Johnson, Loco, Fro, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, man. Showing us love as always. We doing what we
Man,
do
appreciate y'all,
as
man.
we are
Appreciate
on our
y'all.
way to our 600th episode. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We making up our own verbiage.
Man, as we always do. As we always do.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am the 28-year-old piece of gold. He is your host of all things AEW 2 Coder. We'll see y'all when we see you. Peace.